Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. The Tukde gang, the anti-national gang in India, has started a post-Dhaka blackmail. We, the nationalists, must put the Tukde gang in their place. We must unite and teach these anti-national blackmailing intellectual twerps a proper lesson. The Tukde gang says that situations like Dhaka and Sheikh Hasina's removal by America-backed army generals happens when mandates are not respected. The question they don't ask, which is the most elementary question of all, but you see, they won't ask these questions because they are either illiterate or too motivated. The question they don't ask is why the self-styled savior of democracy, the United States of America, who Rahul Gandhi appeals to intervene in Indian democracy, why that United States of America is supporting unelectable and unelected Bangladeshi Army generals and jihadi Jamaat-e-Islami radicals to subvert the election in Bangladesh. That is the question they won't ask. The question they don't ask is how the jihadis, who they call students, massacred over a dozen policemen. The question they don't ask is how eerily similar this is to the situation in 2021 when the Khalistani fake farmers tried to lynch uniformed policemen on the streets of New Delhi. Viewers, for a second consecutive night, I make a public appeal. Please wake up. Let's become vocal about this. Today, jihadis are hanging bodies of their political opponents in Bangladesh from lampposts and trees in Taliban style. Let's wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Let us never let the jihadists, this woke Islamist, this anti-national Tukde group have any say in India. Ladies and gentlemen, it is ghastly and grisly that we have the anti-nationals in India celebrating what happened in Dhaka. For a while, just connect the dots. These anti-nationals have wanted to do this in India since the day in 2016 when on a winter evening, they came together and said, in the name of Azadi, they said, Bharat tere tukde honge, inshallah, inshallah. Those who said so were not communists. They were cheap American sellouts, bought out agents of the American deep state on the payrolls of foreign intel agencies with one singular agenda: to find a way to destroy India from within so that their foreign paymasters continue to keep them on their rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I call upon all supporters of the Republic Media Network, all believers in Republic, to contact us. Contact us so that we together can reach out to you and restart a reinvigorated nationalist movement in India. That is not our only choice. That is not our only alternative. That is our only and primary duty. Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
The coup in Bangladesh has sounded alarm bells in India. The ousting of Sheikh Hasina has once again brought to the attention the dangers of US deep state toolkits. Sheikh Hasina, in her own words, had confirmed that a white man had promised her that if she allows a foreign country to establish an air base in her country, there will be no problems for her. Sheikh Hasina refused, and weeks later, she was ousted from office. India has been no stranger to unrest in the name of protests, from Shaheen Bagh to farmers' protests. The Toolkit lobby has been unrelenting with Break India forces. From unsanctioned visits to foreign nations, calling for foreign intervention,
the so-called defenders of democracy, which are the United States, European countries, seem to just be oblivious that a huge chunk of the democratic model has come undone, right? Which is a real problem.
to signing memorandums of understandings with foreign governments. From targeted social media campaigns to weaponizing foreign agencies like Cambridge Analytica. The Bangladesh template has been at play in India for too long. The question remains, isn't it time for political parties in India to come clean about their relationships with foreign entities? Isn't it time for the Toolkit gang to reveal their masters?
Viewers, yesterday's debate went viral, and it is because I asked a very simple question last night, Sohail. I said that these people are celebrating, but isn't there a great similarity between the Tukde gang of Bangladesh, the BNP, the Jamaat-e-Islami, and the Tukde gang of India, whose prince was just seen in that video appealing to the United States of America, in other words, the CIA, to intervene in Indian democracy? Why did Rahul Gandhi ask the CIA to intervene in Indian democracy? When you're asking the Americans to intervene, America's foreign intervention at a political route happens through the CIA. Now, I find it appalling, Sandeep, the Indian political leader openly asked the CIA to intervene in India. You want MI5 to intervene in India? Now the question is that we must force Indian political parties and entities to reveal who they have connections with. I'm not asking for too much. Viewers, am I asking for too much? Suhail, am I asking for too much? Am I asking for too much, Suhail?
I think, Arnab, what you've done yesterday and what's happening today is a weird kind of symptom and a malaise that has afflicted India. I believe the hatred for Narendra Modi is so comprehensive that it has now translated into a hatred for India, Indianness, and the idea of India. It's not about being nationalistic. It's not about being a proud Indian. It's not about being right-wing. It's about being a genuine lover of your country. A country which has made you who you are, which gives you what you want, and which allows you the freedom to speak in utterances that at times are derogatory and anti-national. You know, this Tukde gang, let me tell you, there are three things that are happening in the world today. The left liberals are an unhappy, bitter lot, and they've always been like that. The communists see a problem in every solution. America is a hypocritical nation and has always been one. Americans have only one God, and it's the Franklin. They worship the dollar. They don't care about you and me. They don't care about humanity. Look at what they did. They left their own interpreters. They left their own people in Afghanistan. See what they've done in hypocritical terms with human rights in Guantanamo Bay. It is the most hypocritical, self-serving country.
Oh yeah, well said, well
said. Third is, what pride do these Indians take? Are they trying to show that they are secular, that they are woke? You know, in order to be woke, you've got to be awakened. These guys are asleep at the wheel. These guys don't recognize the dangers that portend this country. What would you want, Arnab? What would these people want? They would want their families attacked, their homes burned, their establishments put down. Is this the India they want? And I'm delighted that we have an India which can stand up to these rascals, can stand up to the narrative. But I will only say one thing to the BJP and the Congress. There is a time for political nitpicking and there is a time for unity. There is a time for rallying forces and there is a time for Today is not the time for divisiveness. Today is the time to show the world that in the subcontinent there is one democracy, one nation, one people who will stand up to bullies, rogues, and thugs, who will allow the law of the land to prevail, who will allow democratic traditions to rule, and where people's supremacy will never be doubted or hindered by some rascal who wants to position him or herself as a liberal, more so as pseudo than anything else. That's the India we must have. That's the India we need. And if anyone objects to that India, that person, it's not about him being anti-Indian. It's about him being out of the loop. He doesn't belong. So I'm not saying send him here, send him there. That's not the issue. The issue is something else. These are not the people who we want as role models. These are not the people who we want setting public narratives. And these are not by any stretch inspiration.
What has happened is very significant. Viewers, I will keep intervening in this very important debate with some factoids. Now, the next factoid I would like to share, and I will have everyone on the debate, I have enough time, is the fact that viewers, very often an excuse is found to burn a country, to bring a government down. In the case of India, it was CAA in 2019, 2020. Again, in the case of India, it was the so-called fake farmers agitation. 2021, 2019. But the reality is that these were not farmers' protests. It was simply a CIA-funded, America-funded operation. And eventually that is what has happened in Bangladesh. They said it was a students' protest. Today, you know, nobody wants to take responsibility when bodies of Awami League leaders are being hung from the trees and lampposts in Taliban style. They're saying, no. We don't know how this happened. This was supposed to be a students' protest. I mean, the students strip political leaders and hang them from lampposts? Do students burn Hindu temples? Desecrate Hindu gods? Where are the students today? This is a Jamaat-e-Islami protest. It's an Islamist toolkit protest. Think, viewers, this was almost happening in India. Now, having said that, Lokesh, Rahul Gandhi personally signed an MOU with the Chinese Communist Party in 2008. He did not share it with the opposition parties or the mainstream India. He has not shared it with anyone, right? This is very, very dangerous when the Congress Party and the ruling dispensation in China sign an MOU. The Chinese have so much influence over the Congress Party that they even forced Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary to remove a tweet when he supported the Indian Army action against the Chinese in Doklam. And in fact, at that point of time, Anand Sharma issued a clarification to make the Chinese happy. Our soldiers were fighting the Chinese in Doklam, and Anand Sharma says the views of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary do not reflect the party position. This proves that the Chinese Communist Party controls the Congress Party. These are pure facts. You need to respond to the pure facts. There is an arrangement
Arnab,
and there is influence.
you are openly using Rahul Gandhi anti-national. Do you know what
Have I said anything not openly?
The government has national
Is there anything I have not said? I have said secretively.
A national investigating agency, and if at all both these agencies have not acted and nothing has taken forward, on what basis are you putting forward these claims?
Yeah, so I'm asking, I'm telling you, I'm responding. Now that you've made your point, 1 minute, I'm not making a claim, I'm stating a fact. I am not even making a claim, I'm stating a fact. Mr. Lokesh, I am making a...
And you go on
don't put your finger down, I'm not scared of you.
No.
Put your finger down. Put your finger down.
No, why I should?
First of all, yeah, because it doesn't look good.
Doing something illegal.
No, I'm not doing anything illegal.
Unethical.
Okay, let me do something illegal for a second time then. I'll tell you what I have just said. I have said that Rahul Gandhi has, as per pictures which I have with me, Lokesh, first of all, chill yaar.
No, it's not about
chill yaar. You guys, you know, you and Sachin Vaze and Parambir Singh did what you had to with me yaar. Here I am, I'm right there in front of you. Didn't you do all your stunts with me? Here I am, stronger than ever. The biggest media network of the country. So don't show me your finger. When you show me your finger, you get it back.
When it comes to journalism.
When you show me your finger, you get it back.
Arnab,
Don't teach me journalism. Don't
ready
teach
for
me
that.
journalism.
I'm ready
I'll
for
teach you
that.
Commonwealth
When we
Games
both have
scam.
Freedom of speech.
Don't teach me journalism. I'll tell you
teaching
other
journalism.
scam.
I'm not
Don't
teaching
teach
you
me journalism.
at all.
I'll tell you
In fact,
Devas
when it
ISRO
comes to
scam.
journalism, you know
Don't teach me
probably the best
journalism,
in India.
Lokesh.
But when I'm telling you, with respect to the law, with respect to what we ought to talk on the national television, you cannot accuse Rahul Gandhi for being anti-national.
Are bhai, let me tell you what I'm saying. First of all, stop showing your fake outrage. They won't make you a spokesperson yet. I'll tell you the reality.
No, but I don't.
I'll tell you the reality, Lokesh.
This is not something.
Lokesh,
fake.
yeah, chill,
It's
yeah. Don't
genuine.
repeat the point. You know, I'm a person with a very, very advanced intelligence. Anybody who has met me or acquainted with me knows
Why
that.
do you indulge into such form of
I am
narrow
not
narrative
indulging. I am
and
saying, yaar. I am
whereby
saying, did
there
I?
is
Okay,
nothing
so,
factual.
Sanju and Sandeep. Today, the Congress leader Lokesh Jindal, in his pompous way, says you have committed an illegality. I am saying I have a visual with me. Don't come to the Congress help, yaar. I know you are in cahoots with the Congress, Tosif. Let me speak. Visual on the screen: Rahul Gandhi signing the MOU with the Chinese Communist Party in 2008. Now, my question is: have I said anything wrong? Has Congress Party signed? Rahul Gandhi signed an MOU with the Chinese in 2008. Can I have the visuals on the screen? Bigger full frame, yaar. Yeah, full frame. Is this illegality? Did I say anything wrong, viewers? Have I said something factually incorrect? I am saying, and I'm saying it a second time and a third time and a fourth time and a fifth time and a millionth time, that the young man in the picture there, his name is Rahul Gandhi. And the lady behind that is his mother. And the person to Sonia Gandhi's right is Anand Sharma. And Rahul Gandhi has signed an MOU with the Communist Party of China in 2008. I'm saying for the last 1 decade, give me a copy of that MOU, yaar. Otherwise, why did you, now look at how this happens. In 2020, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary tweets against China for its aggression along the LACU and praises the Indian Army. Immediately, Congress Party, through the same Anand Sharma who is in the visual on the left-hand side of the screen, puts out a tweet. Oh, we didn't intend to say that. Those are the personal views of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. We have a great respect for the Chinese Communist Party. Why did he say that? Makes people think, no. Viewers, I have stated a fact. It has made Lokesh very, very uncomfortable. I'm happy it has made him uncomfortable. I will repeat it 1,000,000 times till you give me a copy of that MOU. Remember, you're dealing with the Republic Media Network, the largest network in the country, with a following much more than yours. Sanju Verma is on the debate. This visual is proof that Indian political parties need to declare their foreign connections, especially after what happened in Bangladesh. Sanju.
Thank you, Arnab. First and foremost, congratulations indeed. Yesterday's debate of yours went viral. We've been seeing clips of it on X. Coming to the more important point, I completely am in sync with you when you say that Lokesh is engaging in fake outrage, and I'm going to quote Rahul Gandhi ad verbatim, because I always speak the hard truth. Uncomfortable it may be for some, but I couldn't care less. At Cambridge, this is what Rahul Gandhi said. He said, I fail to understand why the United States and Europe have failed to notice that a large chunk of democracy has come undone in India. And then he was asked by some members of the Indian community post this statement, to which he again repeated this. Everybody knows that in India under Narendra Modi today, journalists are intimidated, they are attacked, they are threatened. The journalists who toe the line of the Modi government are rewarded. So it's part of a pattern, and I wouldn't expect anything different. Now, since Arnab Goswami has been accused of being a part of the so-called Godi media, I would like to understand, has Arnab Goswami ever been rewarded? In fact, I think if there is one segment which has had brazen freedom of speech, brazen freedom of expression, and chooses to, under the garb of dissent, fall to plumbing depths in terms of narrative building, it is the Congress Party and its acolytes. And I will just read out this rather interesting tweet post that I came across a few minutes before coming onto your debate. This man for the longest time was in the Congress Party. Then in the lure of a Rajya Sabha ticket, he shifted loyalties to the Samajwadi Party, what have you. Kapil Sibal writes this. If power is used or seen as an instrument of oppression, such a result is inevitable. In brackets, Bangladesh is what he refers to. You either seek exile or you fall. So look at this entire narrative building that has been happening amongst the crypto, radical Islamist, fake liberals, wokes. They are actually justifying arson, vandalization of Hindu temples, looting, students, or rather vandals, who are trying to pretend to be students, pulling out furniture, pulling out the undergarments of Sheikh Hasina. I mean, those visuals are so deplorable, so despicable, that I wouldn't want to dignify, what was happening 24 hours back in Bangladesh by speaking at length about it, but sometimes truth needs to be told. And this entire Jamaat, the likes of Ravish Kumar, this YouTuber gang, what does he say today? He says, ये तो होना ही था, ये युवा क्रांति है, जब युवा क्रांति पर लोग और नेता ध्यान नहीं देते, then the yuva has the right to assert their power through such means. This is the same law which talks about peace, calm, tranquility, but today they are justifying radical Islamization, they are justifying Hindus being trampled upon under the garb of what they see as yuva kranti. Nothing could be more shameful than giving
I have a solution.
Fire. What Ravish Kumar is doing, what
I have a solution.
Tell me, what is the solution for this?
I have a solution.
What Kapil Sibbal is doing,
Tell
that is
me,
giving
please,
intellectual
rather
cover
enlighten
fire.
me.
I will enlighten you. I have a solution today. I have no problems. Have I ever said no to enlightening anyone? I need to tell you this. A solution is being asked. A solution is being offered, Sohail. A solution is, I want to know whether the Chinese embassy gave crores of rupees to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, as Amit Shah alleged while speaking to reporters outside Parliament House on the 13th of December 2022. Amit Shah said that the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act registration of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, in which the members of the Gandhi Vadra family are trustees, was cancelled because they got crores of rupees from the Chinese embassy, which means Chinese government. Now, question being, if the Chinese government is paying through the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation crores of rupees to members of the Gandhi Vadra family, I want to know why we never got a denial of that from the Congress.
Arnab, yesterday there's a privilege.
I am asking a very clear question. Don't teach me privilege.
And you know what? Why this privilege motion?
Are you answer
Because
my
he
question.
stated that a red alert was given for the Wayanad, which was never given. It was given on that very day at 1:30. Only yellow and orange alerts were given. But the Home Minister went on to say that a red alert was issued and the government of Kerala did not act. You can cross-check it.
1 minute, Sanju. See, it's avoided my subject. I am going back and back again and again and again and again and again to the subject that is silencing anyone. I am asking a simple, elementary, innocent question. Were crores of rupees given to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, ladies and gentlemen, by the Chinese government? Piyush, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Now, viewers, I'm asking you. Viewers, it's a huge deal. I'm asking Congi supporters watching the program tonight. The Republic Media Network, India's largest network, was asking why the Congress party never said, no, we never got, Amit Shah is wrong, we never got crores of rupees from the Chinese embassy. Why were they quiet?
Investigate this?
Why were they quiet? Why not a denial? We don't get the money.
So who's going to investigate this?
Did the Congress get the money? If they took the money, was it good? Piyush, tell me one thing. Piyush, there are two options. They took the money or they didn't take the money. Sandeep, I have a very simple question. If they took the money, what does it mean?
Tomorrow someone can say that they took the money from Osama bin Laden. Arey baba, kisi har baat ka thodi response.
Somebody is not saying, the Home Minister is saying, I cancelled your FCRA violation because you took Chinese money. It's not anybody. It's not anybody.
If the Home Minister...
It's not anybody.
He has all the agencies that is disposable to investigate. Why doesn't he investigate? It is well within his right to investigate, to get to the bottom of the matter and to arrest those who are responsible for illegality as happened. But he won't do that. He will just throw allegations and allegations and allegations.
There are no allegations. Okay, I'll ask you a question. There's not an allegation. 1 minute. There is not a single allegation. There are only a series of statements and questions. My next question is, because I do not believe in coincidences at all. Nothing in life is a coincidence. Nothing in life is a coincidence. The popularity of the Republic Media Network is not a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. Now listen to me, Piyush ji. Piyush ji, my question to you is, in 2017, when our forces were bravely fighting the Chinese in Doklam, there is a man called Lu Zhaohui. He's the Chinese ambassador. He revealed that there were some top-level meetings with the Congress leaders, including Rahul Gandhi. Did that meeting happen? If so, why? Can't they have Chinese food separately?
First and foremost, let me just come into this picture.
No, I am on a very clear point and an important point. Don't say first of all and go away. I will keep repeating this question till you tell me no. We did not take money in the foundation from the Chinese. We have not signed an agreement with the Chinese. We did not meet the Chinese ambassadors during Doklam. Tell me no, we did not, then I'll trust you.
Arnab,
but don't teach me how to ask a question.
Arnab, can I just come in here? I will just make a very small, since you raised a very, very critical and a very, very important point about the Chinese funding.
Flattery will get you nowhere. Come to the point.
Yes, yeah. My point is, but you also took endorsement from Vivo. That was also a Chinese company. Will you tell your viewers how much money in endorsement did you get from a Chinese company? Please say. Batao.
Now, are you out of your mind? You must be completely mental. You must be completely mental.
I am sorry.
No, you are mental.
Sorry. I am sorry.
You're mental, and I'm happy to share something with you. I'm happy to share something with you. Listen to me. Listen to me. When a person like you, Lokesh, comes and shows the whole world how illiterate he is, I will explain it to you. I'll explain it to you. I have in my life never endorsed a Chinese product. People advertise on the channel. You are coming on the channel. Are you a friend of mine? Is Lokesh a political ally of mine?
So that's the point.
Are the Pakistanis who come on the channel, do I endorse them? Are you out of your mind? No. How can you be so intellectually low, man? How can you not understand basics? Now come back to the point out here. Come to the point here. Now come to the point here. No, you are totally off your rocker. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Tell me one thing. Kapil, don't be cornered tonight. It's all right. Tell me very clearly. Tell me, was there a significant flow of money?
Explanation.
No. I'm not going to let you get away at all, Kapil. Kapil, I will not let you get away at all.
I know.
My simple point to you is, was the Congress named as a client of Cambridge Analytica?
I know I punctured.
Was the Congress named as a client of Cambridge Analytica?
Just a minute.
Was it or was it not? No. Did the CIA had a whistleblower called Christopher Wiley? Did Christopher Wiley reveal the controversial data analytics firm working extensively in India? Which political party?
Please tell me. So
which political party did Cambridge Analytica work for?
Why don't?
Was the Congress the client of Cambridge Analytica? Why do you get shaken when I ask the question? Yeah, I'm asking the question. What is wrong? Say no, we are not a client. Say we are not a client. I'll break the news. Yeah, Congress said we are not a client of Cambridge Analytica. But if they have said, if Christopher Wiley has said under oath, listen to me. Christopher Wiley has said under oath that Cambridge Analytica worked extensively in India. They have an office in India. I believe that their client is the Congress party. Did Christopher Wiley say that under oath or not?
You don't have an answer. You are
no. Why don't you answer the question?
You have given my.
You guys are so much on the back foot.
No,
you worked with Cambridge Analytica. You have a toolkit working for you. You worked with Rihanna. You worked with Greta Thunberg. You supported the Khalistanis.
How much imports are coming?
And the point being, today you are really unnerved, aren't you?
You please explain.
Now, anyway, I do believe that your leader should stop going to London and saying, please CIA intervene in India. Because by asking the Americans to intervene, that's effectively what you're doing.
In 2017.
The question is, there's an awakening in India today. After what has happened in Dhaka, there is an awakening in India. People across India, Sandeep, are watching television and saying, no, we will not allow this in India. There is a realization. BNP, Jamaat-e-Islami worked with foreign powers and foreign intelligence agencies to get this done. We will not allow our country to burn.
Not an inch of territory has been ceded to China.
You win an election or lose an election, the only way to rule the country is to win an election, not by subverting an electoral process.
Do you have some patience?
We lost 20,000 square kilometers to China.
Visuals of Bangladesh. Bangladesh.
He goes and says at Cambridge that India has given away 20,000 square kilometers of territory to the Chinese. I mean, where does he get his figures from? You have to be dumb to be saying 20,000 square kilometers of Indian territory was handed on a golden platter to the Chinese, which is what Rahul Gandhi said at Cambridge. Whereas the harsh truth is 38,000 square kilometers of Aksai Chin was handed on a golden platter by Rahul Gandhi's great-grandfather Nehru, saying that not a blade of grass grows there. When Mahavir Tyagi, his own colleague, questioned him. So,
I didn't use the word toolkit. Today, all these people are asking me today, Sandeep, why are you using the word toolkit? We're asking you questions. The simple point is, I didn't use the word toolkit. The word toolkit was used by Greta Thunberg, revealed by Republic. I didn't use the word. She used the word. I exposed the fact that she used the word. She said, I'm going to put out a detailed, updated toolkit. And people use this toolkit to target India. That's where the word toolkit has come from. Looking down at their notes, and Google won't help them tonight. Sandeep Ghosh.
Yeah, first of all, Arnab, just to put to rest this whole thing about the CCP MOU, I think it's a very, very unusual and unprecedented situation, at least to me, of a political party signing an MOU with another country's political party, and that to a country like China, and not even bothering to explain the context of what it is. As far as the donation goes, these are things in public domain, not difficult to find out. So as you said, it's a statement of fact. But now coming to the point, first of all, I must compliment all the political parties, because they have all come together and in unison said, most parties, I wouldn't say all, to say that they stand with the union government as far as Bangladesh is concerned. Because they all realize the sensitivity and the dangers of what has happened there if they spill over. As you are saying, everybody may not articulate it in the language which you're doing, but everybody realizes the dangers of this kind of foreign interference and what it can do to destabilize the country. And they know this is something too hot to handle. But what really shocks me is this whole cabal, the liberty cabal, who are now almost salivating to say, hey, this has happened in Bangladesh, and wait, people have actually put out things that saying that, oh, this is going to happen in India and this should be happening, and some politicians are also hinting, and Sanju mentioned some people, and that is shocking. That people in their senses, you can run down, you may hate a person, you may call somebody, you may be a pathological hater, as I say that some people call somebody non-biological, but these people are pathological haters. So they can hate a person, but how can you say this and wish this upon your country, that they would like to see the elected Prime Minister leave the country in that manner? And they are therefore comparing India to any other country and people are even suggesting that this election was rigged, etc. And we know how some people had even threatened that if the June 4th results don't come, or it happens the way
they will make India burn.
They'll make India burn.
Yeah.
And those are the most dangerous things which all us right-thinking citizens should be worried about.
Yeah, we
Someone
are.
like me, I could appear on political shows, but today I'm so worked up to hear these statements. And, as I say, these people are being voyeuristic as to what is happening there. And there are people who are, somebody said on another interview, of those who are thinking Hindus can be attacked in Bangladesh are Beogoofs. Now look at what is happening out there. How can you say they are Beogoofs that it is that's going to happen? We have seen even in the regime of post-independence of Bangladesh, how the Hindu population there has dwindled. And these are genuine risks, and if people are wishing it away and saying, no, this is just a democratic uprising, and this is just, anger spilling on to the streets, what is the kind of example, or what is the kind of cues? And Arnab, my last point.
I tell you.
Those people who are saying must remember what happened in this very month of August in 1975. And what was happening parallelly, what was happening in India. Everybody knows the powers who are unhappy with Indira Gandhi for creating Bangladesh and putting Mujib at the helm of Bangladesh, and how they worked against that. And the same people are today supping, as I say, with the members of the same club and wanting to undo India on the same plea. Don't they know who they're getting into bed with? This is ridiculous. If history teaches them anything, they should go back to August 15, 1975 and see what had happened.
Now, it is never going to happen in a country like India. India has been a very mature democracy.
After Piyush, please, Sanju.
Yeah, India has been a very mature democracy. India has a robust voice of opposition. So the anger of the people can be vented through the opposition route in this country. India has seen many protests, and all those protests, majority of those protests have been peaceful. So India is a very mature democracy.
But Piyush,
India is a very mature democracy.
Can I ask you something,
Piyush? In a country like India.
Piyush, I want to ask you something.
Bangladesh is deplorable.
Piyush, I want to ask you something.
Any transfer of power should happen.
Piyush, 1 minute, just 1 minute. Sanju, 1 minute. I agree with you. We have the levers and the opportunities. Sohail also wants to come back. So Sohail and Sanju on the left. Piyush, I want to make a small point seriously to you. Yes, we have a robust democracy. We have a robust electoral process. We have ways in which the opposition can participate. But you would also understand that the people who have these political parties, Piyush, who you are speaking about right now, the same opposition parties have supported those who have said, Afzal, hum sharminda hai, tere qatil zinda hai.
Exactly.
These political parties, you call mainstream opposition parties, have supported Bharat Tere Tukde Honge in the JNU campus. They have supported the violence during Bhima Koregaon. 1 minute. They have supported the Shaheen Bagh model. They have supported They have supported the Sartan Se Juda model. They have refused to ban the PFI. They have refused to accept, allow me to complete, they have refused to accept the presence of the Indian Mujahideen. And even when my country's flag was brought down in the Red Fort, these people supported those groups. So these are not ordinary political parties. When political parties who are used to being in power lose power and don't find an institutional way to get back, they want anarchy on the streets. Don't be in denial about that. That's the danger we have tonight. Sohail.
Let me come in here to counter what
Piyush says, we are a robust democracy and all democracies have the right to protest. No one is taking that away, Piyush. This country, everyone has the right to protest. Everyone has the right to protest as much as they want. Our argument is slightly different. You cannot manufacture divisiveness in order to justify a protest. You cannot manufacture a fake narrative in order to be allowed to protest. You cannot manufacture divisiveness and hatred in order to justify an unfounded protest, especially when courts have decided on certain things, like Afzal Guru. Fourth, you cannot have a country where your entire mechanism of protest is to be derisive of your own country. I mean, how much? Please understand the difference, Piyush. There is a difference between hate and protest. There's a difference between anger.
Sohail, you have taken a lot of time. Sohail, can we have a country? Can we have a country? Sohail, now let me come in. Sohail, you have taken a lot of time. Can we have a country where the foreign minister has no clue of what is going to happen in his neighboring country, of what is happening in his neighboring country? Because the foreign minister is busy painting good pictures about the prime minister by making flowery statements so that he can come into good books of the prime minister. So foreign minister has failed to do his job. India had no clue because Rajiv Gandhi asked him today. Rajiv Gandhi is dead today. A question: if
by saying that the BSF's jurisdiction will increase from 15 kilometers to 50 kilometers.
clearly
the border
the
that we
foreign
share with
minister had
Bangladesh,
no clue
Pakistan,
about what
Nepal,
was
etc.
going to happen in Bangladesh.
And who
When entire
opposed the
world knew,
BSF
when Mamata
amendment?
Banerjee
It
10
was
days
Mamata
ago had
Banerjee.
said.
Mamata Banerjee said, why should the
Prime Minister
BSF
Modi
Act of
and
1968 be
his
amended?
Now, who do I answer? There's Sanju Verma speaking, there's you speaking.
Who is giving citizenship?
No, what is your name, my friend?
Aadhaar cards are being distributed, ration cards are being distributed.
Arey, 1 minute, yeah, Sanju, he's asked me a question. He's asked me a question.
So I
Let
think
me
you don't
first
need to
tell you,
speak
my
in
friend,
wax eloquent
when you
about
ask a
Mamata
question,
Didi.
ask it in
Please
simple
explain
terms.
how is
Your
it that the
question
Muslim
is like George
population of
Bernard
West
Shaw's
Bengal
essays, which are
has
longer than
risen
his
from
plays.
1 crore
Your
to
question
3
is,
crore
did India
in
know
just the
about
last 20
Bangladesh
years.
crisis?
And in the last 13
The
years,
answer
it is
is
Mamata
obviously
Banerjee who's
not.
been in power.
And if they did, I don't know. I don't run the foreign ministry.
Yes.
Number one. No, hear me out. Now you asked a question, let me answer.
From in the meeting today, if Central Government knew what was coming
Arnab,
in Bangladesh.
forget Bangladesh.
But
The biggest
Jaishankar
crisis
said,
on
we are
national television is the
monitoring.
inability of
Clearly, he
people
had
to
no
debate.
idea. He must admit that yes, it is an intelligence failure of the central government.
Intelligence
What
failure?
is intelligence failure of the
Intelligence
citizen?
failure?
Why are you blabbering?
I mean, I'm sorry, you're out of your mind. Today, Donald Trump is being shot at. Is that a failure of our intelligence?
Very well. Thanks to Narendra Modi, we handled
There
the
is this
farm
little
riots
problem
very
I
well.
have with your
Thanks to
caption.
Narendra Modi,
You have written on the top of our
When
head.
was Sheikh Hasina shot? What are you saying? Are you out of your mind? Was Sheikh Hasina shot? Was Sheikh Hasina shot? Huh? She knew what was coming. Everyone knew what was coming. Only
Piyush, louder, Piyush.
in New Delhi in the
One minute, Piyush, have a name.
I have a problem with the caption that you have written on the top of our head, defend to play gang. You know, if there are certain hooligans shouting anti-India slogans, you know that doesn't justify you painting the whole of the opposition as defending the Tukde gang. What do you mean by Tukde gang? Which political party particularly has supported a Tukde gang? Till date, the charges against Kadaiya Kumar has not been proven also. You know, now forget about proven. Even the charge sheet is full of flaws. So please correct the caption. Okay, that's what I just wanted to know.
I'll explain to you. Because my thoughts are crystal clear. Sanju, my thoughts are crystal clear. I'll keep it very simple. I'll keep it very simple.
The captions have to be based on facts, not on your thoughts.
I just want to make one simple point. I'll take exactly 15 seconds.
I'm not here to sit here and listen to me.
I'm just making a 15-second point here that viewers, what am I talking about? Sanju, just coming to you after that. What I'm saying is,
You've been saying that
what
for
you
last
have,
10 minutes.
I'll come to you. What you are seeing in Bangladesh is what certain anti-national forces wanted to do in India. If the Congress would have got less than 75 seats or so, they would have said the elections are fake. We'll now go ahead with this kind of drama.
So many anti-nationals have
So
tried
the point
to
here
make
is,
the past.
India
is different.
Well, tell me one thing. Why do you want to go to the
Successful
Americans and ask the Yankees, are you happy with our electoral process?
That was wrong. That was wrong.
So that was wrong, then accept it.
That was wrong, certainly.
Good.
You don't go to
Then you agree with me.
forums and you don't. Of course, I agree on this particular.
By the way,
point.
the news breaking. Okay.
You do not want any international force to intervene in India.
Right.
Even when it comes to Kashmir, we have always maintained a stand that it is a matter between India's internal issue. Then no international forces are required to solve the Kashmir problem. That has been India's stance across parties.
Sanju!
Who opposed the amendments to the FCRA, India's opposition? Who opposed amendments to the UAPA, which strengthens our national security apparatus? It is the opposition led by Rahul Gandhi. Who endorsed the Shaheen Bagh riots? It is Rahul Gandhi and Cabal. Who endorsed the farm protest? It is Kejriwal, Rahul Gandhi and Cabal.
Location,
Piyush. UG protest.
So
Thank God that the Modi government handled them exceptionally. It is Rahul Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee, Arvind Kejriwal and their entire cabal. So don't sit here and give us bhashan. Your Kejriwal is where he belongs, in Tihar jail.
What are we talking
Rahul
about?
Gandhi is where he
You
belongs,
protest
in
against
the
the government.
opposition
That doesn't
benches.
mean you protest against the
Mamata
country.
Banerjee is
You
where she
protest against
belongs,
government
limited
policies.
to
That is
just
the
one
nature of
state.
opposition.
Why is nobody
If it was
questioning
left to
Mamata
Sanju Verma
Banerjee
whims and fancies,
for
she would kill all the
trying to
opposition
legitimize
in the country. Yes,
illegal
sir.
Rohingya?
No, she
Why is
doesn't want
nobody
any
questioning
opposition. The
Arvind
Prime Minister has said that we
for
want
standing
an
against
opposition Mukt Bharat.
CAA? Whereas
Yes,
he
yes,
has
the
no
opposition
problems
leaders.
when
That
legitimacy
is
is given to
dictatorship, ma'am.
Rohingyas.
That is not sign of a healthy democracy, which the
I
Prime
want to
Minister is
ask you,
practicing
why
right
is
now.
it that Rahul
Arnab,
Gandhi
can I
goes to
just come in
Cambridge
here?
and
Can I
says
come in
that
here?
democracy in India is
Where are we
crumbling.
going with this?
Why is it that
Okay.
your
Arnab, I can
talks
say
about
one
In this
Lokesh.
country, you oppose the government. In this country, you oppose government's policies.
कर्नाटका में
You do not
कांग्रेस
feel
जीती,
Rahul
that
Gandhi
doesn't mean
anything
that you are-
Lokesh, louder, Lokesh.
तेलंगाना में कांग्रेस जीती.
Sanju Verma has developed this unique ability to connect Rahul Gandhi to anything and everything and whatever she comes across.
Your leader.
I mean, the kind of adoration that Sanju Verma has and the kind of logic that she can make use of is something very surprising. I think she's having a very difficult time trying to control
No,
her
I think the very serious point we have here is that it is very necessary to find out about the foreign links of political parties and political entities and political leaders. I'm sure you'll agree with me, Lokesh, that if political leaders in India have institutional links with the Chinese Communist Party, we the people of India need to know. It is not a private matter of the Congress Party. You must declare, you must put the 2008 arrangement between you and the communist government in China in public, because if you ever were to come to power, you will work on the instructions of that arrangement. So we'd be very worried about what you do. We don't want our country to be an extension of the Chinese state. That's a simple point I'm asking. Is there anything wrong in what I've asked, ladies and gentlemen? I'd like to repeat my point tonight. Firstly, I believe it is time for all nationalists to come together. It is time for us to realize that what has happened in Bangladesh is what some people in India have been trying to do since 2016. This is my clear view. It is not an allegation, it is a comment from my side. Thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, the answer to this is to see the situation in Bangladesh, read up to it, find out about the foreign intervention, research on the issue, and come together and understand that the only thing which will help us is not a wave, but a tsunami of nationalism in this country. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.